Hey guys, and welcome to Void of Dust Gaming, your channel for fresh Arena of Valor content. One of my viewers on YouTube has asked for a video featuring AMILY in the jungle, so today we are going to take a look at her. She's really strong in one-on-one fight situations, so we are hoping for the very best. She should have a really good clear time in the jungle, and yeah, I'm gonna show you my build and then I've got some gameplay for you. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button, put on the notifications, leave a like, and feel free to comment your thoughts in the comment section below, and enjoy today's video. Alright, here's the armory section. As you can see, we have a nice hybrid build between some damage items on the one hand and we have some defensive items on the other hand. Therefore, we're going with the Leviathan. It gives us some armor. We have the Gilded Greaves, which gives us a really nice version of crowd control reduction, meaning that the length of crowd control effects is reduced. We've got the Sanctity here for the crit chance. We're going with a little crit build here. I've got the Frost Cape, which offers a nice active effect, dealing more damage and slowing down enemies. We've got Medallion of Troy for the magic resistance, and we use the Rank Breaker as a last item to break armor. So that's basically about that. Arcana wise, I think I was going with the crit assassin build, meaning that I was going with atrocity 10 times to increase the critical chance percentage. I'm going with Gorilla for the movement speed and the attack speed because we want to attack faster with our auto attacks, dealing more damage and therefore increasing the chance to crit. And we've got Skewer for the armor pierce in the Arcana build. Enchantment wise, we are basically going with full damage, therefore we're going with a full trait of Lockheim. We have the Raging Inferno as well as the Deadly Claw for maximizing our damage output, and we're using the Devil's Awakening, so every single time the ultimate is used, our cooldown is reduced on the other abilities, meaning that we can use them more often. We do use the Enhanced Restore as a staple, as well as Gunslinger in the second trait. That is League of Humans. League of Humans 2 times. So that's the build. Let's check out the gameplay. We are up against a pretty straightforward build on the other side. They are having 2 AD carries with Telenas and Valheim, which is not that normal. Valheim has the jungle ability as well, the jungle talent. We've got a butterfly in the opposing jungle, so I was guessing that Valheim basically wants to hold the solo lane and use this talent for trying to steal some of the objectives, such as Vision Birds, or on the other hand, stuff like the Abyssal Dragon and things like that. We've got Zata, we've got Lubu, we've got Valheim, and oh no, that's my team. We've got Telenas, and they've got Telenas and Valheim as well. That's confusing. So we don't have a real tank, like we've got Lubu and myself, but I'm more focusing on a warrior type build. And as you can see, stuff is going on the lane at the top. There's Tulun, and there is our enemy Tara, who is the main tank of the enemy team. And Tara can stand a beating. Like, she has great durability because of her ult that's given her health back. So let's see how we can do against them. We are using our Leviathan at first, doing it into the Knoll-Gleaver. That's the first upgrade tree. And now we are there to clear the lane for our Valheim, because as you can see, Valheim is porting back. And unfortunately, the enemy team has already rotated a little bit, and they scored 2 kills at the beginning of the game with a mixed approach of different enemies. Tulun, really nice dash here. He saw my movement and that I was coming for him with my ability that would have kind of locked him down, my kind of double kick. That's my second ability, and we are maximizing that for the damage approach, and we're using our S1 here in terms of getting some health back, and it's gonna slow enemies as well, which is actually quite good. Like, quite nice mixture. You can use it for poking things, which you would usually do in the lane, and as we're not in the lane, of course, we're using it for trying to get some damage, and especially the slow effect on the enemies, so that we can slow them down and then hunt them down. That is the idea behind this. So yeah, we already hit level 4, meaning that we have now the ult, increasing our damage potential as well as our durability by a lot in any means. And we are already approaching the first tower, but here's telling us we don't want to fight that, especially as Butterfly is present, and I'm using my ult here in order to get Lubu out of the fight, but it did not work out the way I wanted it to, and now I'm up against a single solely Telenas, but I can't make it. Quite questionable. That wasn't a fight that I should have been playing. We should have immediately run away as soon as we saw Telenas here, and then their team did a really good rotation on us in the middle with Butterfly and everyone else. So game is not going that well at the beginning. As you can see, 2 kills for our team and we've got 5 kills for the enemy. I did not get why our team wasn't changing positions, like why Zata wasn't going into the mid lane and Lubu was trying to hold the solo lane. And we do have a double ADC lane, which is actually quite strange. Like, it would have been even better if Valheim or Telenas would have gone for the solo lane. Lubu can actually work quite well as a support because he has this slow and he's got the stun with his abilities, and yeah, the combination of that, I've played Lubu as a support before and it went better than I thought, but in this case I think our positioning in terms of positions on the map in the lanes could have been more strategic, but there is no communication within the game. There wasn't any communication in the picking phase where we had to pick our heroes, so it's basically a big back and forth running through enemies and stuff like that, and well, never mind. I'm using my ult here just to check how powerful Butterfly is at the moment, and yeah, unfortunately I'm not able to get that last hit on her in order to kill her. That would have been actually quite pleasant, just to get her out of the way so that she doesn't get more experience points. And I'm running back and forth on the lanes as well, because sometimes someone's there to protect the lanes, then everyone is rotating back, then sometimes people are going back into base, so it was kind of really stressful to kind of play this game and try to be successful. Now I've got Valheim trying to steal my buff here, and he succeeds, which is actually quite annoying. And now we are retreating in our own jungle. I don't know. It was kind of far from perfect, that start. So let's see if we can turn this game around. Using my ability here to clear the last minion. I don't have a really good wave clear outside of the tower, because as I am a melee based character, I need to be careful, especially with Telenas and Valheim around. And as I did not see any chance, I was going into the jungle. I don't know if that was the right choice, but game is actually quite tricky at this point. So there is another approach on the Telenas, using everything that I got in order to get her. And the good thing is that there is no way for her to get out alive, because I just have the damage capabilities, and now I need to triple kill the stuff out of them. But Tulin Tulin was pressing his, what's that? That's like this frost orb thing that he got from the enchantments. And that really helped him a lot in order to survive. Otherwise, my damage would have been sufficient to kill him. Enemy gets the Abyssal Dragon, of course, because I need to focus on other things within the fights. And now we've got an epic battle. Valheim versus Valheim fighting against each other. Now Butterfly comes in and you know what the end of this is gonna be. Now Lubu tries his luck. I mean, I'm the goddess of luck, so basically that should be my part. And Butterfly is double killed here. I'm jumping into the wrong position. And yeah, a little bit too late, but at least I was able to get her. But I think I should have gone a little bit sooner into the fight in order to help out Valheim as well as Lubu afterwards, after I saw that Butterfly was making her approach into the game. I think Valheim resetted immediately and he gets the Telenas, which is actually a good thing, but we still have double kills on the enemy team in total summed up, so that's pretty much an uphill battle. And now everyone is in my jungle because of course enemy is pushing and closing in. So I do have a hard time defending my minions against my own team, which is really important because that's basically my source of getting experience points as well as gold. And my team is yet again fighting another crazy fight. I don't know what's going on with them, but at least I do get some kills. And these kills work quite nicely. And as you can see, I do have some good defensive moves here by ulting and then just being in the focus of the enemy team. And now, as I thought, okay, my team is going in and getting my stuff, so I will punish the enemy team for that, and I will get their stuff so that they can't get the resources from this. Of course, Butterfly's Telenas steals it. Great job here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what kind of playstyle is that, but we are getting items, and that's something important because I've got half of the kills that my team has accomplished right now is on behalf of me, and now I'm going in for Butterfly again, and I can take her out. Not easily, but I can take her out, and I do get another kill here. And as my team is not trying to help me, I am stopped in my tracks here. I don't know what they're waiting for. I think Zata is really lowish. Yeah, he was kind of low. Half-Life, Lubu was just waiting there in the jungle for his, I don't know, for his debut or his rent, or I don't know what was going on, because that would have been actually quite helpful if he would have come to the place and then helped me out, but it did not work out the way I wanted it to. Don't be confused on this kind of light coming back and forth all the time, but my laptop is kind of doing strange things, going to pixel mode, and it's doing that from time to time when I record. Usually I'm using that as a source of light because I don't have professional lighting at the moment, but things are going to be different because I'm moving into another apartment soon, and I hope that there is the opportunity to get some cool lighting. So here we go again. Butterfly is on her way into my team. Unfortunately, or lucky for us, she is completely overextending. And as I saw that the enemy is approaching our towers, and we do have wave and we do have numbers, I see my point on getting into the tower range. And I don't know how I did it, but I was lucky enough not to get Tara, not to target Tara with any of my abilities or my auto attacks, meaning that I was able to fight her under tower without fighting her under tower. And I'm taking spare of the Longinus right now, just for some little improvement in terms of my armor. So I did not show you guys that in the build, but I thought that the game would make this kind of necessary in order to survive, because otherwise the game might just not end in our favor. And as you can see, we turned the tide of the battle just by a lot of kills. We are on a 15-17 right now. I'm still trying to get some stacks. As you have seen in the game, my team was about to kill some of my resources in the jungle, which is super bad and super not helpful, and therefore I thought that I need to get some stacks, because that is going to improve your item by a lot. Like, the stacks are really, really super helpful. Wrong jump. Now I need to go out and try to get them away, but I decided to go back in, as my team can now clear them up. And my team kinda does, not perfectly, because now Valheim is killed, but he is able to get the double kill, and now Telenas can use her range in order to wipe the enemy team and get a shutdown on Tulun, but some of the enemy players are already coming back. So that's just about that. I'm going to log myself into my computer again, because that will just provide better lights on my face. There we go, 20 kills versus 21 kills, 13 minutes played. I think, without any doubt, I should be the best player right now in my team in terms of kills. 9 kills, I don't think anyone else has 9 kills. I saved my frostbite here because it was just not worthy to use it, and I have a target again. There is a target. I want the target, and I'm going to get some Telenas here. Defeated by Valheim. Pretty good approach. And now we are able to close further in, get some Tulun. Finally, Lubu is doing something against the butterfly here, and he has a good chance. And the enemy surrendered. They did not see any chance of winning the game, and I think the Goddess of Luck skin helped us out here. So it wasn't the cleanest of the games, but I think the team composition could have been a lot better, and 37.3% damage is some kind of statement here. So that was I think one of my first games with AMILY in the jungle. MVP here. Here comes the details. I think fight participation, yeah, 75%. That's actually quite much. Most damage in the team. So thank you for watching, guys, and have a pleasant evening. Bye-bye.